Well, I was saddened to hear that Betty White has passed away.
She hasn't passed away.
That's why I said I was very sad to hear. I was very upset.
Okay, yeah.
And
you were sad to hear something.
It was
that
a
hadn't
shock.
actually happened.
It was a shock when I heard it.
It was a shock to her too. When
Yeah.
she heard it, 'cause she wasn't dead.
Last night I'm in bed and my wife said Betty White has died, and I'm like, "Oh no, you're kidding me." She's like, "No, she's passed away." And so I immediately said what I think everybody's thinking. Well, there's number 3, or
It's
the
not
number
3.
1 of a new set of celebrities. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm not sure.
'Cause
I
there's
think
been
Joan
several.
Rivers died, right?
No, Joan Rivers is also alive.
Joan Rivers is dead, and
No,
Betty
she's
White
not.
is dead. So
No,
there's
neither one
2
of them
out
are
of
dead.
the 3, or they are 2 and 3
of a new
set.
Well, it
or
has to be a
1
new
and
set
2 in a
because
new set.
how
I'm
many-
not sure.
There's been several celebrities that have died since Robin Williams. So
And it's been
like-
weeks.
it's been a long
It doesn't
time.
matter. It
So-
doesn't matter.
That's I will agree with that part of it. Yes, it does not matter.
They always come in threes.
Or
So-
ones
Whether
or
they
two.
do or not.
Now I
they
should
always
clear
come
up
in
that
threes.
I should clear up that here's the thing about the Betty White story is she apparently, this was a story done by some parody site, that she had dyed her hair, and it has been picked up by so many people now that even my wife in bed last night, as this is the kind of exciting pillow talk we have, Betty White has passed away.
So when you are in bed together, the romantic time heats up and you're talking about dead elderly people.
It keeps her mind off of what's happening.
Which we can all imagine is a good thing. Yeah.
She's like, just think Betty White. Just think Betty White. Just think Betty White.
And you're like, whatever makes it better for you.
Whatever works for you, sweetheart.
I don't care.
Oh, man. By the way, it's my wife's birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday to you.
She's 21.
Really?
That's not what you said earlier, I believe.
What were you saying, Pat?
Nothing. I think you said you were 19 earlier.
Thank you very much. I think that's what I said.
Yeah.
I think you've made my day just wonderful.
Of course,
Thank you.
she may have already heard what you said because they're erecting towers to listen in on all of our conversations.
Oh, but
apparently
it's
all over the
definitely
country.
not the NSA.
It's not the NSA.
It's not the NSA.
So, what?
Do you really think that it is the NSA here?
No, but I don't think that I don't think the NSA is the only one that I'm worried about spying on us.
Right. And that's what I think the worry is here. 17 fake cell phone towers were discovered across the United States last week, according to Popular Science. Rather than offering you cell phone service, the towers appear to be connecting to nearby phones, bypassing their encryption.
Is that a problem for anybody?
No, that don't make no never mind to me.
I got nothing to hide.
Nothing to
I
hide.
got nothing to hide.
Let them listen. I don't care.
Yeah.
should totally
Well,
run
here-
for Senate in South Carolina with that attitude. That's,
Yes.
that's perfect.
That's right. It's a Lindsey Graham theory.
They're tapping calls or reading texts. At least that's what it appears to be. They have one of these phones that's supposed to deal with people hacking into your phones. It's called the Cryptophone 500, and that's where they detected these 17 towers. And it was changing the 4G service into 2G service while they were monitoring the phone. That's how they detected it.
Hang on, I'm just writing the name of that phone. What's that called, that phone?
Cryptophone 500.
The Cryptophone 500.
It is a customized Android device that is disguised as a Samsung Galaxy S3, but has highly advanced encryption.
Okay, where do you buy one of these? And how much are they?
ESD of America is the company that...
Could you find out where ESD of America is? Let's get them on the phone. Let's see if we can...
I'm sure they'd like this attention.
I'm sure they would. Let's find out about their phone, find out how much they are, and send us a box of them, please.
And these are the guys who discovered this, Stu?
Yeah. And so the speculation here is that
Now,
it's
wait a
not the
minute,
NSA. They wouldn't need this. It's probably a criminal enterprise of some sort.
Wait a minute. Could it be the Cryptophone 500 people?
That's
brilliant.
They built the cell towers, then, quote, discovered them
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
just to lure us in to buy their cell phones.
And then they leaked the Betty White death.
She died.
Well,
Her hair.
So, that going for us. She is number 3, isn't she?
Number 3.
It's always number 3.
No.
Right.
So Joan Rivers will be number 1 of a new set.
So what if
Hopefully
Betty
she
White
won't die.
doesn't die, which she didn't?
Yeah.
We all die.
No, I mean, she didn't die here. So would she be she'd still be included in the Robin Williams 3 if she dies 5 years from now? I want to make sure I understand how the rules work.
I'm pretty good with that. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
fine.
Yeah, we call Betty White number 3 of the Robin Williams celebrity.
I think
Even if she dies 5 years from now and 100 celebrities die in between, Betty White is number 3.
You've identified something that actually is true, which is any number is divisible by 1.
Oh, jeez.
You can.
You're always hyping this conspiracy theory
I think you've really come
celebrities
across something here.
don't die in threes.
That has been the thing that people say: celebrities die in threes. But what you've discovered is celebrity dies in ones, which is actually more accurate and really an
spookier, isn't it?
It is spooky
because you don't know which one is going to be the one,
right? And then the next one is always a new one,
or a new 3 or 2.
No,
just waiting for the third,
or the second,
or the second,
or the first.
Yes,
there's a backlog of celebrities. If the ones who's been designated to be number 1 doesn't go, number 2 and 3 can't go.
But that happens all the time, and you just reverse the order. That's how you do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You God? I'm sorry. I didn't know I was speaking to God. I didn't know you were the one handing out the numbers. You don't know.
No, but you do, and it's whatever fits your stupid celebrity dies.
I'm just calling him as I see him.
I believe that.
Betty White.
That part I believe.
Died.
She didn't die.
Her hair.
She's fine.
She did. She died.
She's fine.
Her hair. And we're going to miss her.
Mm-hmm.
Hair.
The hair color that she had.
That
I don't know what she had. Is hair color.
And she didn't even dye her hair, by the way. That's not even true. That was from
That's
a parody
not even
site.
true?
No, it was from a parody site.
So she didn't dye her hair?
I feel violated now.
Yeah,
she may dye her hair.
Now I'm pissed. These damn websites need regulation.
Why doesn't the government do something?
Oh, this is obscene.
Something has to be done.
You know what we could do? We could find this website and not find them, but we could find maybe the friends of the people who are friends of the people who run the website.
Right.
And maybe find them.
Or freeze their bank accounts.
We could do that.
In foreign countries that they don't have.
We could do that.
But if they tried to open one.
Yes.
Right. They wouldn't be able to.
That's right.
So
how do you like them apples?
Yeah. Like when you go to the Bank of Uganda and you want to open a new,
Sorry,
no,
you can't.
I'd like a CD. No, your bank accounts are frozen here in Uganda.
Yeah,
sucker.
Look how much that hurt Russia.
Yeah.
That hurt them so bad.
It's over.
We have the Cryptophone 500 people on yet?
Well, I don't know. They have been listening to the show, but that's
I'm just wondering
radio.
if our producers have gotten a hold of them yet. And
well, I guess I could read their minds from here.
I wasn't asking you. I was looking beyond you at Jeffy now, wasn't I?
Oh, because Jeffy has a lot of responsibilities here at the network.
What the hell does Jeffy do? That's his job.
He's done nothing. Jeffy has no job here.
Shh, that's why he's still employed. Glenn doesn't know. He's just standing there.
It's an ancient Chinese secret.
Like Calgon.
Shh. Ring around the collar. Jeffy's still in the studio. Ancient Chinese secret. Can you imagine? Think of that. You remember that commercial? Can you imagine somebody running that commercial now?
Well, you can't. You can't. You can't.
How unbelievably racist that is. Oh, like, are you saying like a Chinese laundry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be horrible.
Ring around the collar. Shh. Ancient Chinese secret. You don't even remember that commercial, do you?
It was
for Whisk.
Whisk, yeah. Because Whisk gets out ring around the collar every time, even though it doesn't.
And Whisk, a lot of people don't think of Whisk as a Chinese name, but it actually is.
Whisk?
Whisk. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like Juan, just spelled differently.
Okay.
You know, or Wong. Thank you. I don't like to pronounce the G because it's not the way they do it in my homeland.
Okay. The Cryptophone people are located in Germany, so we are working on getting them on. But
so the Germans are involved.
As usual.
Yes, I guess technically, yes.
As usual. Wow.
They're involved in the story.
So who are they saying that this might be that have erected these cell phones?
Yeah, because like you said, the NSA wouldn't need to do it that way.
Right.
Right? They have their own techniques that don't involve clunky cell phone towers.
Yeah, as of right now, they have no idea. I mean, they literally just discovered them this week, but they think it's some sort of criminal enterprise, whether it's hackers or organized crime or.
Yeah, I don't think hackers, sitting around in your underpants and like, hey, you know what, let's build some cell towers. I mean, it seems like you would need to have some money and some clout.
Yes.
Now, as you pointed out in the pre-show, saying that it's a criminal enterprise does not necessarily
doesn't eliminate the government.
The government.
It makes them more suspect.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a criminal enterprise, I think the government fits that bill.
Very well. However, they don't think it's the government here. And this is from the security companies that are
in bed with the government.
No, the other opposite. They're the ones.
They're independent contractors.
Because the cryptophone was designed partially because they didn't like the government looking at things.
Right. But it was the cryptophone that found the non-government cell towers.
Have we considered the fact that the NSA doesn't need to do this, but maybe the CIA does? So maybe it's the CIA.
Maybe it's the DOJ. Maybe it's the EPA.
Right.
I'm going EPA.
HHS.
They want to know if anyone's denying global warming in text form.
Is anybody asking about DHS? Those. Wait a minute. Isn't DHS? That's a shipping company out of Germany. See what I'm saying?
Now we're on to something.
It is?
Yeah, isn't DHS, that a German
it's DHL.
company?
It's DHL. Right.
DHL, DHS, same thing.
Is it DHL?
Yeah,
The shipping company?
Yeah, and that's not
German,
necessarily a German company. That was
Deutschland Shipping.
Larry Hillblom was
DHL Deutschland Shipping Land. The H doesn't quite fit.
Well, they just use the H from shipping, and they attach the S
They're
to the previous
German.
word.
The S is silent.
German.
This is like your celebrities theory. It always fits.
Look, let me tell you something. They're throwing you off the track.
They're doing a good job.
If it said DHS,
damn good job.
If it said DHS, you'd know. If it said DSL, you'd know.
Yes.
They are German, though.
Yes, they are.
They are German.
Oh,
and so are the phone people.
They may be they're owned in Germany now because DHL started with Larry Hillblom is the DHL
Oh, really?
guy.
It started as an American company, and then for some reason they mysteriously left the United States.
He disappeared to an island and then flew into. This is the guy King Larry. Have we talked about that story before?
No.
He was a guy. They started it as like just
the DHL guy.
Yeah, the DHL guy. One of them. The H. And not the L, as Glenn would say. L, like Hillblom. He started it, and it blew up into this big company. He was just really kind of a strange guy. Moved to this bizarre island with very little law, and just basically took it over. And he was like bribing people, and he was very into younger girls. He was going to foreign countries and buying virgins.
Like Tyler.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
When have we gone so prudent where you just can't go to an island and buy virgins?
Well, he went from an
Right,
island.
Jeffy, am I right?
Yeah.
When did we become so Puritan that going to an island and buying some virgins is all of a sudden so wrong? I'm running a shipping company that's also putting up cell towers. What? I can't have a few virgins on an island? Because Betty White has died. Her hair. And I was in bed last night, and my wife told me the news that Betty White had died. Her hair. She left out the her hair part, and I was kind of like, I was feeling bummed. But then I realized I was going to win the argument here that there is the third in the death pool here with Robin Williams. Betty White had died. Her hair. And then I find out that it was just her hair.
Yeah.
And so now I'm both happy for Betty White and really kind of upset because there's not a third yet on the Robin
Williams. There's
Williams.
been several celebrity deaths since then.
Name.
I can't at this point.
Okay. So
but I know there have
Betty
been
White,
some.
we have deemed last hour, Betty White counts as number 3 whenever she dies. 5 years from now.
10 years from now.
10 years from now.
15 years.
A lot of
from
people
now.
are saying that it was going to be Joan Rivers. That's really a sad story.
That
but
is.
I mean, Joan Rivers is how old?
Don't know.
You don't go under general anesthesia lightly when you're her age.
Kind of seems that way, doesn't it?
It's a good safety
heard a
tip.
lot of those stories about people having real
no,
trouble.
it's
when they
real
do it.
trouble.
Yeah.
Real trouble.